So you pulled back the curtain, came in this room. You saw most of the lights in this room come from these 6 different 10-foot wide stone snakes with their heads coiled up. And each snake has a large green gem inlaid into the forehead, which shines with this greenish translucent light and hums slightly. You also see at the far end of the room is a shimmering green barrier, which you assume is powered by these 6 green crystals. And inside, lying across the makeshift throne, is the Satzel. She's adorned in some sort of religious or materialistic regalia. She has a pair of yellow serpentine eyes, which pierce your soul as she stares at you. She raises an impressive golden staff in her hand. She rises up. She says, "Yes, the smell of the living tastes so sweet. Don't be shy, come closer. I may taste it better." What do you all do?
I guess Bulu's gonna look at Saipha. I feel like they know what's going on.
Why are you trapped in here?
I was once one of the 7 whispers of Salox. The 7th, the youngest. The most beautiful. I personally believe that my fellow brethren are foolish for trying to reach Odoma, the great serpent. It's better to replace her with another demigod, one who may welcome and give us new meaning in life.
Who might that be?
I merely suggested that we should, instead of serving the snake, serve the ape. Qualteth. And this is my punishment.
So you're in here for religious disagreements?
Oh, let's say, even if they didn't like my suggestion, I'm not one to just sit idly by while they make mistakes. I pursued and hoped to free Qualteth. I was unfortunately caught doing so.
Wait, you know who Qualteth is?
Oh, but of course. Do you know who Qualteth is?
Huh. I know they're Wular, like Oranki and I, but aside from that and them being really strong, starts to get a little wavy after that, I think.
Qualteth is a demigod who rose to the status blessed by the architect, the one who created all of you. Fortunately, I can't say the same for myself, as I am merely a creation of Bodomo, but how I long to be a creation of the architect himself.
I seem to be getting mixed signals from you, because you've certainly have flaunted yourself, even calling yourself the most beautiful of all of the Whispers, but you seem to not enjoy your status as who you are, that you wish to be something else, a creation of the architect?
I just wish I was created by someone who appreciated me and didn't forsake us, left us to rot. You feel the warm embrace of a deity, all of you, I presume?
Well,
I feel meaning in something greater.
I long for that same feeling.
Yeah, Al-Madoon's he's pretty warm. I don't like talk to him directly because it's not really a thing he does anymore. But my ancestors got to experience quite a lot of him back when everything was frozen. I think that's how it was.
Yeah, as a Wular, you were able to to float with him in his dreams, learning from him while you're in stasis. You learned that he loved you, and that he loved you so greatly that he sacrificed himself. For our creator thinks we are an abomination, has turned her back on us, won't even help us to regain our numbers. So we lie in the darkness, searching for ways just to not become extinct.
You know, I think you're just looking at it all wrong, because, you know, my deity, Kavwa, you know, he shows his love by tricking us. So, like, I've been on the poor end of, like, a lot of tricks, and I've always felt kind of how you're feeling, kind of like a stick in the mud, just kind of left alone. But actually, it was just a trick. He loved us, and, you know, he just is showing his appreciation that way.
Yeah, it's completely possible she loves you so much she's ignoring you. That's like the best way to show it.
Tough
Just
love.
Really doesn't want to interact with you. Just so much love.
I should ask, what do you believe Bedoma hates you for?
I think she hates us because in us she sees her failure with siding with a fallen elf and not her creator. She blames us, even though it is not our fault. It was her misguided choice to create us. Even if she was misguided, she still created us and she still bears responsibility. Even as such, I'm not one to time and time again extend a hand only to have it slapped away. I merely just suggested maybe we could help Balteth, the demigod who not only seems honorable in my eyes, but wishes to replace Bedoma. And I would like to see him do it.
Would Bulu be able to do like an insight check? Kind of like, doesn't interact with snake people too often, but see if there's any mannerisms that like kind of give off a deceitful vibe of that sentence.
Yeah, make insight. 17 is pretty good. A 27 would have been nice.
Take what you can get.
She, with the 17, she seems like she is definitely telling the truth that she's hurt, that her creators turned her back on the Satsu people. She also has an underlying tone of selfishness that she doesn't really hide very well. So even though she might want Qualteth, it's definitely not just because she's sad.
Yeah. Sounds a little vengeful.
Oh, sorry, Saipha, you can go ahead now.
I forgot I was actually going to ask.
I'll ask a question. So what's the big plan then? Like, if you help Qualteth, what are you expecting to receive? Besides, you know, the mother who ignores you gets overthrown. You know, what happens to you? What happens to your people? Because right now they're invading, you know, the people that I love and the land that I'm calling home for now. So like, what happens to you guys?
After being in prison for as long as I have, left here, having to fend for myself, and dare I say, absorb the life force of those who walk into my chambers but aren't as interesting as the four of you. And you see all the sucked, pruned humanoids around her that have been drained. I bear no allegiance to the Satsu or their empire. I bear no allegiance to Salox the Prophet. Balteth is merely a risky, but I think a decision that the best one that I have at this moment.
So you've backed yourself into a corner and you need some way out.
That is a good way to put it. Yes,
From
precisely.
a cosmic standpoint.
What was the name of the prophet again?
Saylox. It's spelled like this. She's one of the 7 whispers of
Oh, yeah,
Saylox.
yeah. Okay, yeah.
In fact, before I was apprehended and placed in this uncomfortable prison, one of my understudies, McCarthy, has already begun working on freeing Qualteth.
How do you know that when you're stuck in here?
When was the last that I spoke to him before I was placed in imprisonment? He had successfully taken the form of a Wular and was rising a Wular cult with powers of growing a 3rd and 4th limb, taking them to the last place that we believe that Qualteth was imprisoned. Mines.
How do extra limbs help with freeing Qualteth?
Well,
I feel like that's just uncomfortable.
we have to show the not the 2 of you, but other Wular are a little more simple-minded, and if you show them that they have 4 arms instead of 2, and Qualteth was the one to give them this power through prayer, they're more likely to help us in our cause.
It's a simple display of power, is what she's suggesting.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. These mines, though, you said that there were mines. Where are those?
Yeah, I believe Qualteth was being held in an old mining camp close to a small town known as Safe Haven. My understudy was supposed to go there and, I dare say, assume almost a prophet status in his own right to guide these Wular down into the mines to help unearth Qualteth and free him from his prison. Which I think this is for Erlem and Saipha, I think. Oh, I think Oranki was there too. He played in Living Erenel and you went to the mines. He found some old Qualteth ruined stuff. And that's where, like, the mines lead to the raid where he was imprisoned.
Mm-hmm.
Saipha wasn't involved in Living Erenel. She doesn't know anything.
Oh, I mean your character, though. Your old character.
Okay.
Kind of the tie-in there. Because this is stretched out over some stuff. I have not spoken to Hakarthi since I've been in prison, and it has been, dare I say, a year since I've been down here. Maybe
Wait.
longer.
You've only been here a year? Who was the last person you saw?
6 whispers of Saylox. I saw a Latin who did not enjoy my presence very much.
You didn't enjoy, or they didn't enjoy
They didn't
your
enjoy.
presence?
Is that because you're a Satzul or because you're a prophet?
I'm not sure. We spoke for 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, and then he immediately just turned and left.
So I want to follow that up. There's all these like humans that you've sucked. I don't even know what you've done to these. Why didn't you do that to the Latin or us?
These humans placed here, at least in the vicinity around you inside my chambers, were, I would say, not a gift, but a mercy. The 6 whispers placed me here. Give me a little bit of food. They talk of prolonging my suffering, living in the darkness for some time, blah blah. You do not deserve to die a quick death, as they say.
Bulu's gonna like lean over to Saipha. I think it's been longer than a year. I don't think she's good at
bread or
time awareness.
oh, never mind.
Regardless, it's unnerving. Bodies. This is how they all feel.
I must know. Why are the four of you here? What brought you into this dank chamber, this prison of mine?
I believe we're in the position to be going and asking questions, and that's on a need-to-know basis. I have to ask, what do we get out of letting you out?
What do you wish?
There's nothing in particular I'm looking for other than something greater stays preserved. And I think that's my main concern with you, is the introduction of another primal deity, especially one usurping Bedoma, is a very chaotic decision.
Exciting.
Well, chaotic or not, I do think, like, Coaltith should probably be freed, just purely on the basis that being imprisoned is not cool. Not a fun time. That's why Zholi here at some point should probably be let go too, because it kind of just, like, messes with you.
Yes, but if someone is imprisoned because they deserve to be,
Well, we don't know that they deserve to be. It was a mass grouping of people saying, hey, you're going to go in prison because we don't like what you think. It's not really cool.
no, she admitted herself she actively worked against them. Not to say that what they're doing is right, but again, two wrongs doesn't make a right either.
Yeah, I guess that's one way to look at it. You know, let's take it down a notch. Let's go a little bit lighter. Zholi, favorite animal: snake, frog, turtle, spider, mosquito, or wolf? Go.
I will choose. Let me think of this. Well, the snake is the obvious answer. I would choose the mosquito.
Ooh.
Takes just enough that it needs to survive. It's a little pinch. And then goes about its day.
Erlem will start making notes and just be like, you know, you're the first one to say mosquito. That will bump up the mosquito's rank in our bracket. So I really appreciate that feedback. That's good. Okay.
That is very interesting.
have a... So if you are here, you're obviously dungeon delvers or some sort of explorers. I don't think you work with the Satzel. Why would they send you here?
Oh no, they're invading our homeland. We're not working with the Satzels.
Invasion now, are they?
Yeah. They're a piece of work. I mean, you guys are a piece of work. No offense.
So Salox's prophecy was true then.
What prophecy?
Blood Shaman thought that we would be able to reproduce by using the blood of lycanthrope, using it as a catalyst. He must have been correct, because how else would he be able to amass such numbers?
Yeah. Seems to be the case.
You need me. You need my aid.
I mean, we're gonna release you, and then you help the prophet. Like what? What?
I would not help the one that imprisoned me here. I would merely...
We will help you if you help to undermine your prophet. To undermine his efforts to stop the invasion and to keep the sanctity of this jungle.
So you've come down here looking for a magic weapon? A way to push back the Satzel? Well, that is me.
Honestly, we just saw a puzzle and got really sidetracked. We're not even supposed to be down here.
We were looking for someone completely different and just
Yeah.
kind of walked into this room.
There is no way that is that easy. There is no way you just saw a random puzzle and came down into my chambers. It is supposed to be one of the most hidden chambers in all of the Oyudani jungles.
Well, they shouldn't have put all of our favorite animals and then made us start talking about making a bracket. That's what they should have done.
No, it was not that simple.
No, it kind of was actually pretty. Yeah.
Well, okay, that part of it was very simple, but the point being is that, let's just say sometimes fate has a way of making strange bedfellows.
I agree. Fate has brought you here, and it's going to make our alliance so strong. You can free me, and I will immediately go and free Qualteth. And through the might of the demigod, we will collect the heart of the Oyudani, and we will rise him up to be a primal deity, and the world will be saved. It's a simple and great plan.
See,
I mean,
that's where I think we disagree. We release you, you help us, and then we will discuss the releasing of Odani.
So
Yeah, but if we get Qualteth out, they'll just help anyway because they're like a good person. And I mean, like, if they want to become an actual deity, I feel like cleaning up the one that you want to replace his mistake, like, just makes sense. Not that the Satsal people are a mistake. It's more so that
Right.
abandonment was a mistake. I hope that was clear.
What if
I'm concerned about what such a drastic change would happen at a cosmic scale. Yes, it's nice to just think that, ooh, you know, reasonably this and that would happen, but there's a lot of decisions that have not been made with reason.
But wasn't that why we were heading to Wakov anyway? I mean, that's why I was going to them. Well, not to make a deity, to
that's good.
free someone who was trained.
Buy boobs.
This is all lining up kind of with what I wanted to do. So, like, I'm voting we touch the snakeheads and just, like, let her out.
Ooh.
No, I'm not disagreeing that whether or not we need to let her out. I'm saying she needs to be on a leash for the time being until we know we can trust her motives. I mean, the alternative for you is you can just stay here for another year or however long you've been.
Did I hear that we had to touch snakeheads?
Well, I figured if you, like, bop those gems on top, it's kind of like buttons, like the other puzzle, and we'll just, like, turn off, and it'll, you know?
Yeah.
Yes,
What do you
go
think,
over there,
Oranki?
go over there and give him a touch.
No.
You don't want to touch snakeheads?
If she's imprisoned here and we let her go, there's no chance we can keep her on a leash.
What if I were to trade valuable information for my freedom?
Ooh.
What kind of valuable information?
Well, being as I am one of the 7 Whispers of Salox, I know where the Shimmering Spire is. That is the fortress where Salox and the other 6 Whispers live and search for the lost city Yolazoth.
But we have no idea. They might have just moved since you've been there last. Like, what if we get there and they've all packed up and they found a new crystal
Headquarters.
thing?
I doubt they would have any reason to leave.
Well, it's a risk, but
Because they know, because Zholi knows where they are. That could be a good enough reason. If they're that scared of her.
I doubt they imprisoned her because they're scared of her. They imprisoned her to make an example of her. There's a difference.
Oh, I know the difference.
Oh my God.
Don't worry about that.
This person's name is-
But I feel like this is more scared than, like, I would be an example, but Zholi here, I think, is a scared thing.
You would be the only four that know its whereabouts besides Satchel. There's might in that.
Indeed.
I can tell you why no one can find Yolozath, although I do not know where the lost city is either. I could even tell you about the heart of the Oyodani. This powerful magical artifact.
Hmm.
We need this information.
Can you tell us more than just one? Tell us like two. I think that's a good deal.
I would agree to this. Give you some information, you release me from my bondage, and we part ways.
Whoa, no, we're not parting ways. I thought we were working together to free Qualteth. Like, that was the whole thing. It's like a team effort.
You wish
If
to
you just leave.
Oh, I mean, if you wish to help free Qualteth, I would gladly accept your aid. But
I will do no such thing. If you would like to go off with her, very well, but that is not my plan. I have far more important matters to attend to.
But the Qualteth matter is like the next step to fix the Satchel problem, if that's the problem that you're trying to fix. Like, I feel like they're connected.
I don't think they are nearly as connected as you believe. And I believe that we are well within our abilities to handle things on our own, given the right given the right information, and potentially getting more information from this witch doctor you have spoken of.
Yeah, we still need to meet that guy.
Or girl. I've never met them
girl.
before.
Yeah.
I believe we are lending ourselves too much to this idea of trying to create another primal deity.
Oh, I don't even.
It's
Oh,
too-
that's a second thing. I just feel like Qualteth should be freed. Maybe that's like a Wular thing. I'm not sure, but like at the very least, like we should have conversation with them, kind of like we're doing now with Zholi here.
Unfortunately, I believe one entails the other, so you have to factor it in. You can be surprised what small actions lead to great impacts. But, very well. For now, we will get the information that we need and let you go. Does that sound amicable?
I cannot waste the taste. Jungle air once more. It's been too long.
Oh, speaking of tastes, I want this like the monkey paw thing. I want that figured out. When we free you, you're not to like eat us or like kill us or maim us. Like, we're safe, like we're cool.
I would never dream of hurting the ones that freed me. In fact, I would feel in debt to all of you. As much
What
as
do
a
you
Sassel
dream
can.
about?
What do I dream about? Well, since I've been down here, much of my dreams have been taking my vengeance on the other six whispers, replacing me here.
I just want to say out of character, that was one of the questions I was gonna ask, and it's really funny.
Those two shared the same brain cell.
I assure you that no matter what happens after I have free and answered your questions, that I do not have your interests. I do not have any interest in harming you in any way. Only to defeat the Satchel.
Damn, that's our same thing, man.
Very well.
Well-
How do we let you out?
Each of these 6 serpent crystals, you can remove the gem from the forehead, and once all 6 are removed, this imprisonment should fade. As with any divination magic that is preventing anyone from seeing me here.
Hey, Oranki. Powwow, y'all. Powwow. So, Oranki, you're the only one who's really against this. Like, still concerned about releasing her?
Well, what's to keep her from lying to us, even though she'll just say whatever to get out of here? What if we get one thing from her, venture out to show that it's actually true, and make our determination after that?
I honestly think that she's really pissed at these people, these other whispers, and they seem to be kind of the Satzel hierarchy. I do feel like she would probably be more of a benefit out there for us, but then she's a bit of a wild card. Like, I have no idea how she's gonna act.
I don't believe that she's going to lie to us in that kind of way. I do believe she has a chip on her shoulder and absolutely is out for revenge. And if she thinks that helping us is the way to do it, then by all means she's going to help. But I'm concerned about her motives. What does she stand to gain, and how does that affect the greater cosmos by introducing another primal deity? I feel like that's something you guys are not factoring in.
Honestly,
It's not. I think you're overthinking it. I don't think you're introducing a new one. You're replacing one. It's the same number. Like, it's not like, oh, there's an extra. You know, like it's still the same.
Yeah, but it's still a matter. Think of it this way: imagine if a king was violently overthrown by another. Sure, there's still only one king, but now this new king is a tyrant king. Far greater evil.
I bet they like mosquitoes too.
You know, I didn't pay too much attention in my like classes when I was growing up, but I will say I have a very low like belief that Qualteth would be evil, because I'm assuming that they spent that entire time in like that like frozen subconscious mind with Almadoon and like learning their ways. I don't think if someone's like absorbing that much Almadoon at one like sitting, I don't think they're gonna go evil. I think the fallen elf is like purely just an anomaly.
Do you feel the same way, Oranki?
Out of character. What? So the ape isn't technically a deity yet, right?
Nope, he's a demigod.
So he's a demigod.
So on the scale, demigods are like the lowest of the deities. Then it's primal deity. Then it's the greater deities.
Mm-hmm. And what was the thing that was going to make him from, to jump up to the primal deity? Was there something to it that I can't remember off the top of my head?
Yep. So she said it a couple times in passing without diving into it. It's called the heart of the Oyudani.
Okay. So what's to say that she's not going to use it on herself instead when she kills the other 6 to become the only one instead of...
And she wanted to be risen, or like brought up high. Like, she did have that wistful, I would want to be raised by Almadoon.
Might actually.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I was honestly, guys, I was just under the assumption that like only like deities of any level could take the, like, I figured that like Zhuli's just like a person like us, maybe a little bit older, but like I figured it was only a deity-esque creature would be able to like take that power without like popping like a balloon.
Well, because in my mind, like, she's one of the 7, like, whatever
Whispers,
which kind of makes me think in my head that they're, say, the originals that were created by Bedoma, which is a primal deity, which you could theoretically, if you want to subclass it, then as a step below, potentially.
By all intents and purposes, she very well could be a demigod.
I mean, if you really think about it, we have all a little Almadoon in all of us.
That's a fact. Well, except for the Satsels. So Zholi
That's
doesn't.
true. Yeah.
So it's like a mostly true fact, I guess.
I don't trust the situation, not one bit, but any information I think we can glean, and if necessary, then we can intervene when the time comes.
Well, the way I see it,
Yes, Challenger
having lived in some of this stuff, like what she's going through, I imagine realistically, we'll free them. Zulu will be on our side for a bit. At some point, within the next 10 years, we're going to do some epic battle to fight her to save the world, but she'll save our current situation. That's just like some, like, you know, living my life, learn those kind of things, they happen.
That's DM speech right there.
Yeah. It's Bulu being used to having been a prisoner, watching all this shit. Yeah.
A little bit. I just put a little bit in the chat. I think you guys saw it, but there's ways to learn more about this Heart of Danya because it's your first time hearing about it. You're not sure if mortals could use it or not. Do you like learn more about what it is?
Oh yeah, definitely out of character. If Bulu is saying something, he's very wise, but he's really dumb, so he's probably not stating pure facts. He's making heavy assumptions.
I guess my biggest thing, like saying this, like, is she thinks she's only been down here a year, where that mirror has told us it's been much longer than that. So is she mortal?
Or has she just been like in a stasis, like these other statues? Like she'd actually just been like frozen. But they wanted her to suffer. So that wouldn't make any sense.
Well, does anyone know magic enough to get like a vibe on that? On the statue, like the gems or something?
I'm out of spell slots.
I don't even know what those are. But they sound important.
I have no such magic prepared currently, and I can't speak for the gyms, but the way she spoke, divination magic seems to be unable to penetrate the force field.
Do you have a way to test that? That's not divination? Like we could have a nap if you need to like read some books or something?
It's only
What exactly?
I don't know. I punch things. I figured you know magic. You, if you can't do it, that's fine.
I think she's. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I think that this situation is too complex for me to be the one to make a decision. So I'm just going to recuse myself, and whatever you all feel is necessary, I'm merely suggesting that we shouldn't let someone like this out so freely without knowing what he's capable of firsthand. If it were me, I would try to find the other Satsul and see what they're capable of.
Which is why I suggest that, we have her prove her truthfulness before we make any judgment.
I agree with Oranki.
Well, I guess to keep it simple, because there's 4 of us, we don't want like a split tie. I'll go with you guys for now, but I definitely think we need to come back and like free her, unless something like really bad is like learned.
Yeah, I think we should at least talk to the witch doctor. We had other, like, this is like a good overall plan, like for a big picture, but we have some immediate needs to take care of, and obviously the witch doctor's not down here. And I'm also calling bullshit on this whole I was only here for 1 year. She's already calling herself the Forgotten. How are you forgotten after 1 year? Like, just think about it.
Do you remember what you ate 4 months ago?
Probably bugs.
I don't even remember the order to the puzzle upstairs, so I feel like Forgotten's a little. It's a good point.
See,
it
that is
mosquitoes?
why I do not believe that the other whispers are afraid of her. I genuinely do believe that she's considering herself forgotten because they've had their time with her. That she's done, and they're done with her.
But that like contradicts what you're saying earlier. If they're not afraid of her, what's the harm of letting her go? If her own equals are not afraid of her, why would Bedoma be afraid of her?
Erlem's just nodding back and forth, like, yeah, these are really good points.
I'm not afraid of what she's capable of. I'm afraid of what she's trying to do and what that will lead to. Small decisions can make big impacts.
I really feel like being capable of and doing are the same thing. So I feel like you just contradicted yourself in one sentence. But I get where you're coming from, Saipha. I'm on your side. We should go find that doctor and go from there, I think.
All right, who wants to break the news to her that we'll be back hopefully soon?
Erlem, you know what we could really do? Turn
What?
3 of the stones off. Really get her going, and then we leave.
just bait her.
Yeah, turn 3 off, get one of the questions, dip.
No, hold on. Okay. I'm gonna go back up to the force field. Zholi, we are having a hard time seeing eye to eye with your ambition. Is there any way we could take what you're offering in good faith now? Which is to say that, could you give us the information for the other Satzel now? And if we can confirm that it's true, we'll come back and release you.
What if you are slain while you're up there without my help, and then I am down here stuck once again? I do not think you four are strong enough to face the Satzel without me.
Bulu is now nodding in agreement, like Erlem. She's like, yeah, that's a good point.
Well, if not the other, I'll walk up then. Well, if not the other Satzel, then what about this heart that you speak of?
I can give information on the heart, although I don't know its whereabouts, but I can tell you more of it. How about I tell you some information, since you wanted 2 questions. I'll tell you information. If you feel the information is valuable, close 3 of the 6. And then I will give you more information. And if you feel it is valuable again, close another 3 of the 6. And then maybe I'll be free. And if not, I still have more information that could buy my freedom. If now we're playing a currency game.
Very well. The heart of Uyudani. Tell us what you know.
The heart of Oyudani can amplify the one who bonds to it with proper ritual, of course. It can help a demigod step up to a primal deity. It can take a mere mortal and raise them to a demigod. In fact, it can also allow someone such as Bedoma to no longer be stuck in between the above and below. For the heart of the Oyudani is made from her. And she will be made whole.
So
We could give
would that
the
mean
heart
she could like choose which side she wanted to be on?
to whoever has this heart. This extremely valuable heart. Can become a demigod. Raise a demigod. Or even raise a primal deity. The choice is once whoever claims this heart to be choose what to do with it.
What would you consider yourself?
I would like to give this heart to Qualteth, he can rise to the primal deity and replace Bodoma.
No, that's not what I asked. What do you consider yourself?
Like, are you a demigod?
Oh,
Are you
I have no ambitions for a demigod. I am just a mortal.
or just a more? Okay. Like a mosquito. Okay.
I just want to take what I need and leave. I have no ambitions to be greater than the mosquito.
I have a relationship question. If you said that this heart can be used to make Bodoma free, if you will. We'll keep it simple. Why don't you want to just free your maker and make them like you again by helping her? Why are you choosing Qualteth?
If she would have never turned her back on me, I would be gladly give it to Bodoma. She made her decision to spite us. I will spite her in return.
Yep, sounds like family to me. That answers my question.
Is the prophet looking to get the heart as well and give it to Bodoma?
I think that I don't wish to speak for Saylock, as I'm not sure, but I could see that being a reason why he would want to claim the heart. But he's also a very ambitious man, or a very ambitious Satchel. You might even think he could eat the heart himself and become a demigod and do what is must with that. You see, the way Saylock spoke, the blood of any demigod or higher deity can be mixed with lycanthropes to make more Satchel. But maybe you're onto something. Maybe he wishes to become a demigod so that his blood will make the Satchel from now on. That is terrifying.
Terrifying? How so?
Because he could create a nigh infinite army of Satchel to potentially take over the entirety of Erenel.
But, you know...
Did the Satchel, pick up the traits of their creator? Like Bodoma versus Saylock's, or, even Qualteth, if they were to make them? Are they, different?
We're not sure. As far as I've known, we've only used Bodoma's blood, so I'm not sure what would happen if we used another demigod's blood. Say, if we use Qualteth's blood to make Satchel, we might come out as some cobra-headed ape, but I'm not sure.
Erlem, have you fought the Satchels using the lycanthrope stuff?
I've definitely fought some Satchels, and there have quite a few lycanthropes that I've seen that have tried to transfer or go through the process of transferring. We actually brought one back to the safe haven. That was a mistake. I'll be the first one to admit that. We probably shouldn't have done that. Yeah.
Saipha's
Why?
gonna roll her eyes just hearing the idea of, we brought a lycanthrope to a safe place.
I mean, safe haven is the name. It wasn't really that safe. We literally got invaded. There's very little defense there.
So do you think that this answer is warranted removing some gems?
Oh.
I think 1, maybe 2 gems.
I believe that she's owed her 3, knowing what this heart is.
Bulu's gonna run like the wind and tap 3 buttons.
No.
As you do, you do on the right or left side?
Ooh.
Oh my god, you're giving my ideas.
Two from one from the other.
No, he's gonna do suicides. He's gonna go 1 and then he's gonna do left and then right and left.
I mean, I can roll 3 d6 and we can go from there, I suppose.
That's up to you. I'm just turning off lights.
Yeah, no. I rolled a 1, so we'll do the left hand side.
Right, so as you touch the 3 gems on the left side, the eyes and the gems turn off and are now just this. The light is just kind of like this hollow
Low beams.
inside the stone. And then the force field around Zholi is still there, but it shimmers much lighter. She looks around for a second. It's almost like I can start to smell something different than this corridor.
Before we leave, was there like a guardian, like protecting this place? Like there seemed to be like some weird plant that was like hanging out at the entrance. Do you know anything of that weird plant that had like a rose for an eye?
That sounds like one of the curations of the blood shaman, Alox.
Speaking of your other colleagues, where are they, and tell me what you know about them.
Ah, yes, son. Make sure this answer is appropriate for my release. The other 6 whispers are much older than myself. In fact, I climbed into the ranks rather quickly, one would say. They all stay in what is known as the Shimmering Spire. It is a fortress. It is a large dome structure which looks like a coiled stone serpent, filled with satchel, warriors, priests, mages. The entire army would be housed there. If you were to go to this Shimmering Spire, you would literally be walking into fighting an army, just the 4 of you. This Shimmering Spire is hidden behind the Child Tree, the great tree in the River of Mists. To be to the, I believe to the west of here. There has been some time since I've been in Oyudani. But it is on the front of the great Child Tree. It is at the edge, the base of the mountain peak, Oyudani's crest. And it is shrouded thanks to the power of the 6 whispers.
How would we infiltrate it or deshroud it?
Deshrouding is easy. If you walk up to it, you'll see there are 7 coiled serpent heads, each one with a gem similar to the one that is used to house me in this contraption. Each one casts an invisibility shell over the area. You can easily pass through this, as you can just walk through and you'll see the Shimmering Spire once you get there. But if you wish to remove its protective base, you'd have to remove each of the gems. However, each gem is protected by Satsu warriors.
But it is just merely illusion.
Yes, just an illusion.
What can you tell me about the other 6 whispers?
They each have shown undying loyalty to Salox. Salox himself, very, very powerful blood shaman. Each of the whispers are also strangely appropriate with tethering into the bond, although they prefer to use the corrupt hematurgy magic in its day. They each have their own designated area inside the Shimmering Spire. And similar to barons and militiamen, they each have their own little small congregation of people loyal to them, which is how they kind of keep up the status, serve as a council for the blood shaman. They are each powerful, though I would argue none as powerful as me.
Would you say the Shimmering Spire is like the size of a city? The size of like the entire jungle that we're in? How big is it?
Yes, I would say it easily holds. Well, in its heyday, back when the Satsu Empire was what it was, it could easily hold 15,000 of us, but now, with our rank so diminished, only the fort remains inside this decaying city. So the fort may hold 500, 600 of us. Although that was pre-me learning that they can now reproduce, so there might be much more.
Okay. This is a little bit random, but actually, you know what? Before I keep talking, Saipha, do you have anything else of importance that's worth asking? Or Oranki?
I believe I have everything I need to know here.
There's a molt in the other room. Seems quite fresh. Do you know anything that would be doing that? Like, it's big. Like, it's probably bigger than you, the tail of
I
that
was just
sort of thing.
this time I wasn't playing.
I couldn't say. I've been in here for some time, unless they have had a guardian there once.
Because there's only the stone dudes. Okay. Well, I think that states my 20 questions.
Do you believe this answer was worthy enough to shut off the other 3 stones there?
Reluctantly, I would have to agree. I'm a woman of my word. If I keep my promises. Bulu, if you'd be so kind.
Strongest one she has a tank. So
Sounds like a plan. And he'll dash real quick.
As the final 3 stones are touched and the gems shut off, the field around Zholi fades away and she stretches for the first time in some time. Stretches up to her maximum height for a second on the tail of the snake. It's up to about 10 feet high as she stretches, and then comes back down. She's still medium size. She slowly slithers down, coming to face with the 4 of you. Oh, thank you. So good to be free. Now, Zaylox will suffer what he's done to me. What say you? Are we off to free Quelteth?
the ADC.
I'm down. I mean, we got that witch doctor to go to first, but
We're off to meet a witch doctor about some other information.
And maybe we can regroup.
well,
And you've been
sorry,
you've been-
Erlem, go ahead.
you've been waiting for a while, and just waiting a couple more days won't hurt.
I would like to try to learn what has happened to my cohort. See just how far he's gotten with Quelteth. Arkathi has been apart from me for some time. Do any of you have the ability to cast a spell such as sending to reach me?
I do not.
No.
Nope.
I can yell.
Throw a rock. Don't think either of those are gonna help though.
Thanks for a second. Well, here, let me give you this. And she's going to pull out a wand. Looks like this.
Oh yeah.
I was going to propose we merely meet here in a fortnight's time, but if you wish.
As a token of gratitude, this is the Ouroboros wand. It is a gift for whoever wishes to take it. This one has 3 charges. You can cast Acid Arrow from it. And if you, when you cast Acid Arrow, you have to roll a d20. If you roll a 1, it immediately turns into a snake and attacks everybody. Whoever is closest to it, basically.
I'll take it if nobody else still wants to.
Go for it.
Yeah, man.
Alright, it's in your inventory. As long as you hold this, I can communicate with you once I have more information, and then we can figure out our next steps after you speak with this so-called witch doctor. Is this witch doctor, is he a potential ally for us?
Honestly, I don't know. We were just told that we got word that he might help us with this lycanthropy infestation that we have at Safe Haven. So we were gonna go reach out to him to see if there was any sort of way we could stop the spread. And We could ask. It doesn't hurt.
I suppose if he's helpful, it might stop Salox's plans, at least put a wrench in them, because if there are no lycanthropes, then there are no ways for them to make more satchel.
Have you met this witch doctor?
Nope.
We have not.
We thought they were here until we didn't find them.
Oh, it's that kid.
Yeah, are you the witch doctor? Have you been playing this whole time?
I am not the witch doctor, no.
All right.
The powers of the juju are lost to me.
Oh. You could pass as one.
She pulls off the mask. It's fucking Kava. Gotcha, bitch.
You failed. You failed my test.
Well, I thank you for this freedom that you have given me. I hope the wand provides some help in your coming days. I'm sure they will be bloody and filled with the screams of our enemies. I will relish it.
Probably not.
Wouldn't go that far, but it
Yeah.
sounds relatively cool.
He's a bigger shark.
I never relish in violence. I personally prefer a good book.
I think there's another group of adventurers who would probably enjoy that, but I don't think we're them.
Winning, though, do like that.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. Until we see each other again. He's gonna cast Dimension Door. And just
Oh
disappear.
man, I was really hoping they'd say
Ouch.
bye, and then we do that awkward thing where we walk together for like 10 minutes till we get out of the cave.
Now she doesn't even have to go through any of the puzzle maze, the jumping puzzle.
Do you guys think there might be like a lever in this room that opens like a secret door right to the entrance where we came in from? Save us like a whole 15 minutes of walking.
I believe that was the hole that you found that you attempted to trick me with.
Ooh.
Oh, that's right.
Someone's holding a grudge.
Speaking of, and she like hands over a fucking like basically finds like a big rock and hands it to you and says, "Get picking."
Suppose I deserve that.
You guys are head back up. Is there anything you want to talk about before you head back up?
No, I'm just going to relish in the next hour of watching them all do physical labor attempting to open the hole.
Oh.
Because Lord knows I fucking ain't.
So as all of you step out, returning to the surface, stepping into the setting sun. You've been down there for a couple hours, so the sun is getting pretty low. Before you catch your breath, spears are pointed into your face as dozens of tribal warriors have swarmed into this destroyed village. A couple of them are note that you can see around you as all these tribal warriors are jabbing at you, and then there's these two large elephants. There is a tad. There's a trollkin. There's a very old, shoveled human. Looks like a Rashimi. And then there is a pretty thin draconic. And as you step out, as they have their spears at you, the tad seems like he is the most aggressive, most angry. Did you release the whisper of Salox?
I don't know who that is.
What were you doing down there?
We were looking for gold.
We did start a collection of information about which people, people's favorite animals, and Erlem will bring out a paper and pad. If you were going to pick between a mosquito, a snake, a turtle, a frog, or a spider, what would you say is your favorite animal?
Or a wolf.
So-
Those are new.
Or wolf. Okay.
Which one doesn't release an imprisoned, powerful magi? And as he says that, they're going to walk around and start to close. the lights to make the
Definitely
entryway
the
close.
frog. The frog did no such thing.
Yeah. We didn't run into anyone down there other than like some stone creatures, but that was it. We were looking for some kind of treasure, but everything seemed to be pilfered already.
Yeah, I'll stare at
I
you
almost
for a
fell
second.
down. Actually, no, I didn't fall down. Oranki almost fell down.
What is
Big
your
black hole.
What is your purpose here?
Trying to find a witch doctor.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you want us to be completely honest, we thought this was a different town.
You seek Walkoff.
Yes.
Yeah.
I suppose so.
What is your purpose with our witch doctor?
Fuck.
Satchel based. I don't know if we have the clearance to say much more.
We got word that he or she might have some information to help us with clearing up a lycanthrope infestation in our safe haven.
Oh yeah, it wasn't even Satchel related at all. My
Nope.
bad.
Well, kind of.
Well, you have trespassed in a important place, but it seems no harm is done. Come. You will come with us to Magani. You will speak with Witch Dr. Walkov, and he will decide your fate.
Awesome.
Trespassers.
Is Magwani a town or a person?
It is our village.
Alright.
So if you guys don't object to it, they're going to lead you. They're going to kind of surround you so that they can take you there. You're not tied up as prisoners, but you can definitely tell you if you were to try to escape, they would aggressively keep you here.
I don't know, man. I've seen Raiders of the Lost Ark. I think we could escape this. There just needs to be a river plane waiting for us.
I might have a bit of an objection depending on the distance.
It's quite close, I assure you.
Would there be any way I could ride one of the elephants just to get off my feet?
You there? He points at Erlem.
Yeah.
You seem strapping. Carry her.
Oh, okay. How do you want to do this? You want me to carry you, like, or do you want to piggyback? Maybe we can make a saddle or like something like a backpack.
I was just trying to be lazy for my own sake. I can walk.
Could carry her like a baby. It's like almost like a front piggyback.
Yeah.
Actually, here, I'm going to show you the River Mist region. It's because I think it's pretty funny. River Mist region. So the hex map that you guys are on. You guys are here in Zholi's prison. Here's Magani.
Yep.
Oh, you're so close.
Right down there.
Oh yeah, no, I was wholeheartedly trying to be lazy.
Oh yeah. And then this is the mining camp that Zholi was talking about. Where the Wular Oteth is.
I'll assume that's the child tree, the
Yep,
really
that's-
big tree.
Yeah, so I'll just pop that up. Child tree is here.
No, it's actually like right here. That's just a decoy tree.
Actually, the rock is covering the tree.
Yeah, no, it's the child tree. It's what the tree is before it becomes a tree. It's a rock.
All right, I'm gonna hit you guys with this description of this place here, and then do a quick 5-minute break. I think it's a good spot to do it.
Yeah, sounds good.
Are you missing Zion, dude? Yeah, this was a good spot for Zion with the shaman stuff. So, light pierces the thick canopy here. The jungle doesn't end, rather it kind of thins, and it curtails into tree-lined canals and shrouded avenues forming the small village. This village's wood and stone structures reflect the forest, as every window here seems to sport flowers with stairs made of top vines. There's planks laid out so you can traverse without touching the forest floor. A small river flows on the west side of the village, gives you fresh water and a calming fishing spot. Emerging from a hut, the hut is filled with overgrown vines, is in Latin. The botanical humanoid is an assortment of bark and vines. He has a long beard made of petals and foliage. He carries a walking stick and seems to move slowly as he steps out into the sun. Behind him, his hut is filled with vines and various forms of furniture made from this foliage that he's created. As he steps out, he sees you being escorted in. He says, "Greetings. I am the one that they call Walkoff." And
Damn.
so that's Walkoff. So we'll be coming back here in like 5 minutes. You guys can talk to Walkoff. You remember from your mirror is the guy that was making sure kept Sally in prison.
Yep.
Mhm.
We made a good choice, guys.
Hey, at least right now they have no idea that you did it. And it might not even be the wrong decision. Who knows? You never know.
Look, it might not be the wrong decision, Copium.
It was a decision that had to be made.
Now, had to be made is a strong statement.
I was kind of curious if you're going to like do half and then go to meet and then see that Walkoff was the Aladdin in your mirror and then come back. I wasn't sure how you guys are going to do it, but any
That
decisions
was going to be my plan, but we
It's
just
all
agreed
good.
to like, all right, whatever.
It's all good. So we'll be right back, chat, 5 minutes, and we'll keep on going. See you in a sec. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. I'm out of tea. This is sad. Days are in.
Dude, this like break time module is so cool.
Yeah. Makes it easy.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Right, let's do it. You all have just arrived here at Magani, and the witch doctor Wakov has stepped out to greet you all. Everyone's under the assumption that you were trespassing, but you did not release Zholi, the seventh whisper. As you all approach, Wakov walks out, greets you, and then as you're walking up, one of his helpers, Avori, the Draconic's gonna come up to him and whisper, "I caught them. The village where the seventh whisper is. They say that they did not release her. We might have gotten there just in time." The witch doctor nods, brushes them away. "What purpose did the four of you have in such a place?"
We were lost in travel. We were actually looking for you.
He slowly puts his hand to his chest. "Me? My reputation precedes me."
Supposedly, Erlem had heard rumors of your abilities and that you might be able to go and help with a lycanthropy problem they have in there. I'm new to this forest. I have a greater purpose, but I figured I would help out while I was here.
You've come for a cure for the curse, lycanthropy?
Yeah, it's... We
A solution
have...
works too.
A solution works too. We have a couple who are currently in the process of potentially turning, but they haven't made the full transformation yet to lycanthropy, and so we're looking for a couple solutions. One is trying to harvest a couple different powerful reagents from different strong magical beings in the jungle, and we heard from a merchant that maybe you had some powers that could assist us, and we're exploring all of our options. You know, being in a jungle, we're pretty secluded from other modern resources. So,
Like a bath.
like a bath.
I do
Wonder
enjoy
one of
a
those.
good bath. Would you like one now?
I will never turn down an opportunity to swim.
He snaps his fingers, and all four of you are immediately surrounded by a bubble. You begin to float up a bit into the air, and then the bubble fills up with water up to your waist. Now you're just kind of floating about a foot off the ground in this magical bubble as you float, which gives you pause because he did this effortlessly with just a flick of his hand.
Bulu would like to get out of the bubble because he didn't agree to this at all.
As you poke the bubble, and as you do, the water splashes onto the ground, and you fall down about a foot, land on your butt.
Ooh, well, that could have been way worse.
It could. He snaps his finger again, and the bubble goes around you and lifts you back up a foot. You are
Oh,
not
he's fine with it
clean.
now. Yeah, now that he's not like in prison, it's cool.
He gives a slow chuckle. Every time he talks really slow, like a Lord of the Rings ent.
You seem quite powerful.
Yes, and now you all seem quite clean. And then he releases the bubbles. I can remove lycanthrope if that's what you wish, but have you ever thought to yourself, maybe they don't want it to be removed? Maybe they like to be a beast?
Well,
I suppose The unfortunate problem is, at least, and correct me if I'm wrong, but can those who have lycanthropy transfer to other people?
This is true.
Well,
Unwillingly.
I don't know about you, but even if you like being sick, I wouldn't want to be sick. I wouldn't want to catch a cold from you.
I agree. So our first order of business should be you four need to go speak to each individual lichen and ask them if they enjoy being sick. And if they do not, I will cure them. But if they do, I will let them be. It was good meeting you. I will speak to you all again. Go ask them and come back. And he slowly starts to turn around.
Oh, I got a question. I'm actually here to learn more about Qualteth, and I figured a witch doctor as renowned as you and as old as you would probably know a thing or two about a Wular like that.
Now this is interesting. Come. All of you join me at my hut. The others around him, the people that had brought you here, look kind of shocked for a second, and then he just kind of waves them off. It'll be fine. Let them come. He slowly walks into his hut, and as he does, he raises his arms up, and then these four very comfortable chairs made of flowers and these rise up from the ground.
How close were we to? I mean, how close were we to a full moon? I would ask, like, if Erlem would be satisfied with that answer, or would he feel rushed?
You feel rushed.
Okay.
It's like my calendar. Yeah, you'd have like 5 days. The next full moon. So it'll take you that long just to get back to Safe Haven.
Just to get back to Safe Haven. Great. Okay.
He's a very like nonchalant. I guess you could call flamboyant for an Latin, but he's very just kind of slow. He's like a very slow, whimsical witch doctor. As he goes into his cabin and turns and then kind of just leans back into one of his comfortable leaf chairs. Don't be shy, come.
I walk
Bulu
in.
will
and- I'll go and sit down on one of the leaf chairs if there's another.
Of course, I made you clean for a reason. You're fresh. You've been out in the jungle for so long, sweating, perspiring everywhere. Good to be clean.
follow. Bulu will sit on the floor next to Saipha.
So, what did you think of Zholi? He says with a little smile across his face. Don't worry, we won't tell the ones outside.
I had a sneaking suspicion you already knew. I don't trust her. I don't trust what could happen if she were to get her way, assuming what she says she wants is true. There's too much at stake by introducing another primal deity.
Well, I, for one, I think that she was imprisoned for a reason, but that reason might not have been right. And I think we did the right thing.
We actually saw you, and she mentioned you, saying that you didn't seem to be too pleased with her, but she didn't discuss what you talked about. What did you talk about?
You saw me. You see, I lost sight of you once you entered the lower chambers, but I was curious of how well you would navigate the prison, and it seems my assumptions are correct. You all are capable. We spoke of matters of the Great Serpent, the ambitions of the ape, and I don't necessarily disagree with her desire to release Quartet. But me personally, she could call me a little bit of a thrill seeker. I think it depends on, do you believe Erenel needs change? I have not decided yet, but I think it does.
I think it does. Change is always good.
There's always risk.
What makes you think that it does? Because you said you haven't decided, but maybe leaning towards it does. Why?
Well, a question for the four of you is kind of a reasoning. You spent some time now in the Oyodani jungles. You've seen the dangers that are here, but during those dangers, were you excited? Were you having fun? Were you bored?
I had a lot of my friends bleed out, and trying to help them wasn't really like a very satisfying experience.
I'm ambivalent to how I feel about what I'm doing, only that I have greater purpose and I must see it done. Change can be a good thing, but change can also be a bad thing. It's up to us to course correct when change becomes too much.
Well, I think being back in the jungle after so long of being away from home has been a nice change for myself.
What do you think, Oranki?
My roots may be here, but I'm not. I could care less, but I don't want to see change for the sake of change.
I have a question for you, Wakov.
Yes.
What did you think of Zholi?
I think she is very similar to others in Erenel, fueled by hate, ambition, selfishness. Those are easy to turn into an arrow and shoot in the direction that you wish it to go. And now I think with your decision, I think it might be the necessary spark that is needed. To tell you the truth, I'm bored. Been bored for some time.
Do you know anything about the heart of this jungle? The Odani jungle?
I do. Then he kind of sits back for a second. Oh, you wish to know about the heart.
Well, there seems to be a lot of variables with what you can do with the heart. And, Zholi seemed to express that if it was given back to Bedoma, she wouldn't be in the below or the above. Where do you think she would go?
That is a difficult question to answer. So, as you are aware, part of her body stretches up into the heavens, part of her body stretches down into the hells. Each has its own head. I'm not sure if she would slither downward and attempt to enact vengeance on the fallen elf, letting herself be consumed by the blow, or if she would accompany those up above and become one of the members of the light, and maybe even embrace her mother, Imara the Foremother, which she has not yet done. It is a question of controlled chaos, I believe. Because you could say you could give Bodoma this heart, right? And then who knows what she'll do? You could free Qualteth. Give him the heart, who knows what he'll do? Or someone could even consume it themselves. Like one of you. Do one of you think you are worthy of being a demigod?
Sounds like a lot of work.
Sounds
No,
like
I
main character syndrome.
I would much prefer to find where it is and make sure no one else can use that kind of power. A power like that in the wrong hands becomes a weapon. And that's not something I can trust with anyone, even myself.
Well, I am very aware of where it is, and it is one of the reasons why I'm here. Are you asking to find it for me? Or I cannot claim it?
I suppose I'm asking, what can I do to make sure those who are unworthy do not get their hands on it?
Well, the story of the Heart of the Oyudani. As I know you're all aware, the Ozloru people, humans, specifically the Ozloru, look down on the magical arts and tethered into the bond. They believe no one should wield such power. A group of these Ozloru, these magic hunters, known as the Sangha Warriors, I spell like this, are guardians over the heart of the Oyudani. Luckily, their disdain of magic has also prevented anyone in the Sangha to desire to consume it. Over time, though, as the Ozloru has changed and as the centuries worn on, Sangha people slowly dissipated from these lands as others rose up to claim it. The Temple of the Rising Sun is still a resting place for the heart of the Oyudani. However, the sacred font of water in the halls of this temple opens into a space between Erenel and the trance, the plane of dreams. It is in this extra-dimensional space that the heart is left and where it has flourished, out of sight and out of mind. It still should be there. I can't claim it. And anyone of divinity cannot also enter the extra-dimensional space. Someone like you could go in there and claim the heart, check on the heart, see that it is still beating, take it, do with it as you will.
So why can't you claim it? Out of curiosity.
Not to say I am touched by divinity.
You and I are the
That leads to another question. You said that gods can't take it. Why is that? Like if Resmir takes it, would he become like an Almadoon? Is that they're just not allowed?
Yes, if Resmir were to take it, he would become even more powerful. And he would serpent any of the other deities, Asana, and Lunawin, he would step over their power in the above if he were to take it.
What if Zholi takes it?
It would
She
depend.
said that she wouldn't, but
She's immortal, so if she was to take it and use it on herself, she would ascend to a demigod status, which would roughly put her on a power scale of Alator, Father of the Forge, the Scarlet Walker, the Dictor, the Toll of Light's End.
Well, then why don't we take this heart and give it to Amara and let her, I don't want to say take over Almudun's job, because no one could do that, but have a guiding hand that's in charge of everything might be what Erenel needs. That might be the change that's worth changing.
Part of the reason you haven't seen anyone try to claim it from the above is they enjoy the balance that they have.
Precisely. Skew too far in one direction, even in good, leads to unforeseen consequences.
Others may try to claim it if you were to offer to certain primal deities. I'm sure Theriel would love to claim the heart and see the collapse of intelligent civilization. I'm sure Horalfair would love to eat this heart and spread his ambition across Erenel. I dare say what would happen if someone like a Scarlet Walker or a Dictor was to consume the heart and what powers they could rot. It may also be worth just, if it is safe, if you were to go and check on it and it is safe, it might be not a problem just to leave it where it sits.
but if we're checking on it and the Sango warriors are protecting it, are we gonna have to kill all the Sango warriors to check on it? And then who's protecting it? No,
Oh,
it's safe now.
I apologize. The Sangha Warriors did protect it. They no longer watch over the temple.
So it's only really being protected by any sort of shroud or...
Protected by the extra dimensional space it's located and it's also protected because not many know of its power.
We need to find it. Check on it, make sure it's not been taken.
If it's not taken, we could give it to myself or Erlem. Make it a lot easier to find out the favorite animal if we're
Really?
demigod.
That would be the mission. That reminds me, Wakov, if you were going to pick your favorite animal between a frog, a spider, a wolf, a mosquito, or a turtle, am I missing any?
Spider.
Spider. Which one would you pick?
The most handsome one, of course, the frog.
Ooh.
Nothing comes
Very
close
good.
as the frog. He smiles at you in a weird like father to son smile.
Erlem is too busy taking notes to notice. He's like, all right, yeah, that will help.
Well, I'm curious, and I must know, as I can give you the means to locate in the temple. And he shows you the stone, which seems to vibrate in his palm. But I would only do so if I knew or had an idea of who you were as mortals of Erenel. And what might you do with it if you were to claim it? Did you find it and then one of you just immediately tries to consume the heart without doing proper rituals? Growing in strength in front of everyone else? Drawn to its power, would you rush off? Thinking that maybe the deity that you serve is the chosen deity and should have its power? I think the best way for me to learn more about you is to reach into your dream.
If you wish.
You can do that?
I can.
I have some. I try to keep it like very happy dreams because I've been in the wild and there have been some crazy dreams there. But hopefully you'll see good things.
Well, whatever you see, don't tell me. I've learned how to get rid of my dreams, or at least not remember them, and I
Whoa, that's
maybe
not
keep it
good.
that way.
You didn't tell me this.
You, sir, never asked.
That's sad. We'll need to talk about this.
Well, again.
Yeah. Let's get a heart and save Erenel from doom first, I suppose.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, we'll schedule it for next week at 9:30. We'll talk about our dreams.
Sounds like a plan.
You gotta keep a dream journal. Tell each other.
Maybe.
To stop being a D&D session, start being a therapy session.
D&D therapy. So if you'll
So
let
tell
him.
us about your relationship with your parents.
Wakav is going to enter each of your dreams if you'll let him. And if you do, you can choose to, or you can choose not to. You can either say out loud what your dream would be to Wakav. So like he would look into your dream and whatever you want your dream to be that he sees, you can tell him. You could whisper it to me, or you can block him out. So you have three choices. You can tell the dream to like the whole party, which Wakav sees, but it would just be between Wakav and player. You can whisper it to me to keep it real hidden, or you can say you don't let Wakav see your dream because you prevent him from knowing anything about you. It's your choice. Each one is individuals. I'll give you a second too if you want to like think about it for a second, like what you would yes, no, or which choice you would pick. But he's basically looking into you just to see if he thinks you are worthy of collecting the heart.
Well, Bulu doesn't know why Wakov would get the privilege of making that choice, but he won't say no.
Saipha will let him in.
Being constantly attracted to dreams, Erlem would definitely be open to experimental probing of the mind.
We can go alphabetical and you can tell me like which decision you make and then we can go from there if you guys want to do that.
Sure.
Yeah, that works.
So Wakov is definitely a little he definitely has a little bit of performance to him. So he's, all of you please come sit in a circle and we will hold hands together. Don't be shy, come.
I go and follow and sit wherever it is he wants me to sit.
Yeah, Erlem would be very excited to like, all right, let's do this.
Oh yeah, this is like I'm sprinting right after him.
It's not a competition.
Okay. Who doesn't know that?
He sits
I'm just
cross-legged.
gonna stand with my hands on the chair that were created.
Okay, so Oranki, are you saying no? You don't want to let him in your dreams? You can. If you don't want him.
I'm deciding.
Okay. So right now it's Wakov. He's sitting in a circle with Bulu, Erlem, and Saipha. And he would grab. He'd have Bulu on his right hand, and he would have Saipha on his left hand in this circle. And then Erlem would be across from Wakov. Now, don't be alarmed when you fall into an immediate deep sleep, or if you see your friend fall into an immediate deep sleep and just kind of collapse in your arms. It's your job to help hold him up a bit if you can. I assure you, you'll be in no pain. Unless you have some very dark secret. Oh, it's exciting. I hope you do. And then Bulu is going to immediately just kind of faint. So Bulu, do you
are we
want
supposed to hold him?
So Bulu faints, and Wakov and Erlem are holding on to you. So Bulu, do you want to say out loud what your dream is, or do you want to whisper it?
I want to know more detail of what you're expecting the dream to be. Is it like what they're wanting out of the heart kind of dream?
It could be any experience in your life that you think is important, any like trauma that you might have had. He's basically probing your dream to see, even if it's like some kind of flamboyant thing where you're like a king of a nation. He's basically trying to kind of get a quick dose of your personality or an important event in your life, or something that you might really want.
I think the dream that he would have would definitely it'll start off pretty aggressive feeling. It'll have a lot of like reds and earthy tones, and it'll feel very aggressive. He dreams mostly in like almost emotions more so than like visuals. But eventually it does clear up, and it's quite obvious that he's stuck somewhere against his will. And then in time, he finds a way to free himself. And it ends up leading that dream into him freeing more people. Ultimately ending with him freeing Volteth. Not giving a heart or anything like that, nothing that extreme, but definitely freeing those who shouldn't be captured.
After the dream passes, you wake up and you're kind of like laying back a bit. Your head's leaning back, looking straight up, as Volkov and Erlem are holding on to you. As you kind of sit back up, you can see everyone staring at you, and you can see a big smile on Volkov's face. I thank you for letting me journey into your dreams.
I'll take it. I passed from the smile.
Even the worst of trauma can lead to good places.
Yeah, it's one way to say that, yeah.
He turns a little bit and he looks at Erlem, and as he slowly turns to Erlem and looks at Erlem just immediately collapses, falls back into the dream pose. And from this point, it would be Saipha and Bulu holding on, keep Erlem from falling. So now, without the aid of Wakov, who is strangely supernaturally strong, I need both of you to make athletics checks just to see if you can kind of hold Erlem upright before he goes into the dream.
Oh boy. You're fucked, buddy.
So as Erlem falls into the dream, his head just immediately falls and bounces off of the floor, and he's just like laying there sprawled out. Erlem, what is your dream as Wakov enters?
I think that's good, because Erlem, I feel like, would be very aware of dreaming and like trying to make sure that his dreams are pleasant and nice, but with like the bounce, it does shake him a bit in his like training of like a nice dream. So it would probably be kind of showing kind of his quick like flashes of a little bit of his history of being a young tad, having a draw to the dream, the wild, and making his way there, and meeting some fey-like creatures where they kind of were just essentially taking advantage or playing tricks on him, saying like, hey, if you help progress my influence in different areas, like, you will be my chosen warrior. And then he ventures out into the wild, but really isn't fitting in, and just feels like it should be natural for me to live and survive in this environment, but it's proving to be much more difficult. I just don't get, I guess, the interaction between the different beings, and it's not like the mortal plane. So he's made his way back to the mortal planes, where he doesn't feel like as a spiritually fitting in with the mortal planes, but it's just easier for him to live. But then it will kind of take over his training, and he'll start dreaming of what he would want to be. He would want to be in the dream, he would want to be successful, and like being one with the balance of whatever Fey-like expressions there are. Just a longing of fitting in to where he feels like he belongs. So it'd be more of a positive, what he was striving for, rather than what he failed at.
So you're much more used to dreaming like this, so you catch a very quick glimpse as you're about to emerge from the dream. As you look up, and at the end of the dream you look up into the clouds and you see this, it's almost like the cloud itself. The cloud is shaped like a gargantuan toad. It has 6 legs, and it has like almost a 100-foot long tongue which hangs out of its mouth, and it lets out this very harmonious croak, which will give you a brief second that you know that's what Kavwa looks like in his primal form. This enormous 6-legged frog. And then as that, you open your eyes and you're laying on the ground and the back of your head hurts a little bit. And then Saipha and Bulu help to slowly pull you back up, and as they slowly pull you up, you lock eyes a second with Wakav, who looks at you and gives you a very generous smile.
I just imagine Erlem saying, like, in like the most 11 voice from Stranger Things, "Papa?"
Oh, we must have.
How many mana? So we're going in.
That's on Saipha and me. You were dreaming about your dad. That's a little weird. He's gonna like rub the back of your head, roughly where you probably landed.
Ow.
So, that'll rub right out.
And Erlem will just kind of like address the matters at hand, obviously having some training in first aid, and just recognize like, oh, this, trying to diagnose if he has a concussion or not. Like, oh, did I just really see that?
We all look for belonging. It is the unfortunate nature of mortals. But I can assure you that we all belong in Almadune's world.
Yeah. I try to remind myself that every day. Just kind of still a sense of loss in his voice when he says that.
Wakav will slowly turn towards Saipha. And as Wakav turns to you, Erlem is in your left hand, Wakav was in your right hand. And your head immediately falls backwards as you slip into the dream. So Saipha, do you want to say out loud, or do you want to whisper? Or what's your dream?
The dream starts out as just like Saipha in this almost like white room, like with a slight, as if she's aware she's in a dream, but then it kicks off where this tree branch seems to like sprout out from her back from above her shoulders and climbs up towards the infinite whiteness above. And at first it's just like a single branch, but then that branch kind of grows wider and wider, and then it starts to branch out in different directions and have leaves as it grows taller and taller, and these leaves are little bulbs that show like different events and like different Saiphas with different experiences, all culminating towards various different infinite possibilities. And it gets taller and taller, and as it does, you could see like the body that originally sprouted from starts to like kind of like struggle under the weight of this branch ever expanding, and that she's like struggling really hard to keep it going, keep it growing, until finally she just collapses under it.
As you slowly start to sit back up from your dream and raise your head up, Erlem, pretty strong. Erlem helps to right you, but and Walkov is like a rock on that side. And as you look at Walkov, he smiles at you. We all tend to wear many hats. It is a difficult thing when we try our best to make sense of who we are.
Nah, I know who I am, and I know what needs to be done, but it's hard. And it's hard when no one understands the decisions I have to make. Just how much of a difference it makes. But I know what happens when I lose, and I can't let that happen.
I saw the weight on you. He gives your hand a squeeze. As he does, he turns and looks at Oranki that's over in the chair. What say you, Oranki?
I kind of ponder, after seeing what everybody kind of did, I guess. I suppose I can do this, but I'm not sure exactly what you're expecting.
Just a glimpse of what makes you you. If you'd like to join, pick a spot. Choose whose hands you will grasp onto while you let me step into your dream.
I'll help you, Oranki. This might be beneficial. You never know what you'll see.
At that, I think Oranki would actually get up and then just grab both of Walkoff's hands.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
Double walkout.
Yo, watch out, Oranki. Oranki wants the heat.
I like a little bit of double walk-off action.
As you're about to get double teamed by a deity. He grabs both your hands and squeezes as he sits you down and you sit cross-legged across from each other. And then your head falls back, but he has a pretty stiff rigid, so your head just kind of falls back, but your body stays where it is. And then you can tell me your dream or you can whisper it to me.
I'm trying to remember, like, out of character here, like, in, like, either, like, in Alcadia or, like, Ruffy Empire, there was a swamp, but I'm not finding it on the map, if I remember right. I can't. Do you remember if you made one there, Bruce?
Wow.
I think the map has gone through some.
Yeah, I know it's gone through a few changes.
You thinking like the Brimide Timbers?
I guess what would be the closest thing to a swampland that around here? Like, just like a deathly swamp.
Swamp that Oranki. There's in this area. You could do the Cauldron, which is a swamp kind of north of the Tikal Empire. There's a swamp west of Nova Vasi, but I can't remember the name of that. Can't remember what that was.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to go up there. I guess it's more like, just generalized. I guess we'll go with whatever.
Hey, Whitehorn Marshes. Behind Marsha's is Eliminated Kingdom. That's from
Yeah.
Burnt Coffee.
So essentially, the dream starts out me as, essentially not newborn, but like a child alone in the marsh, just looking around, lost, and just kind of wandering, I guess, and like I don't know, I guess like with him knowing it's basically the same dream that I constantly always have. It's just growing up wandering, never finding anything. Just trying to research, but never really learning.
You feel Walkov's hands give you a squeeze as you open your eyes and you sit your head up and you see Walkov smiling at you. And as he smiles at you, he looks at all four of you. The pain you feel and the desire to rid yourself of that pain in a way that does not harm others around you shows me that you are all good people. Almadun's children. I think you're all worthy of the responsibility and the decision of what to do with the heart of the Oyudani. But I ask you one last time before I give you the way to find it, are you sure this is something that you wish to undertake? Because once you have this power in front of you, even the best of mortals can be corrupted. And even if you are not corrupted, if anyone were to find out that you possess this item, even for a brief period of time, you would be a target. Not just of Satzel, but of beings looking to quickly rise in power for their own gains from all walks of life.
Then let them come. But for as long as I live, I refuse to let anyone have this kind of power.
It's kind of in a sense you're getting like a Ring of Power from Lord of the Rings kind of thing. Like once you have it in front of you, it's kind of like Gandalf. He's like, I won't touch it. It's like Walkov. He's like, I don't want to touch it because he doesn't want that.
Nah, he's got a problem with it. Just smells really bad because it's a beating heart. That's why he made us take a bath.
So he takes this small little stone here, and you can see the stone is vibrating very, very faintly. He's going to hold it out for one of you four to take. And as he holds it out, I will give you the directions in the vicinity of where the Temple of the Rising Sun is. The closer you get to the entryway, the more of this stone will vibrate in your palm. Once you get there, though, it is beyond my sight to see what is there.
Well, I don't want to assume, but I grew up here, so I figure I might have the best chance of getting us there.
Indeed. Feel free to take it if you wish.
Right there. Temple of the Rising Sun.
That's not even that far.
Yeah, not too
Wow.
bad.
It's about 3 feet away.
It kind of gives you a description of the direction you'd have to take to travel to it. You guys can take a long rest here in the camp. You can decide if you want to go back through Zholi's prison to get there, or if you want to go down the riverway. Each way, you're probably looking at about a day and a half journey, 2-day journey.
Okay.
Erlem would push for Wakov's help with some of the lycanthroped. I know you said that we should ask their permission, but some of them are scared and lost. One of the tribal chief's daughter actually is missing right now because she is frightened. I just asked, I know there are a couple of my friends who we know of that has been turned. I would ask for your help for them and maybe the chief's daughter as well.
Yeah, I will make sure anyone who has been cursed but does not wish it will be free before the full moon rises.
Thank you. It settles my mind a bit and helps me refocus on making sure that we protect this heart.
Sure. Just keep in mind, if you eat the heart, I will kill them all. In spite of you. Just kidding, I wouldn't do such a thing. How'd you go on there? Were you nervous?
I feel like I'm back in the dream. I don't know how to respond to this. I feel threatened, and then I feel like you're my friend. I'm very confused.
He smiles. A big old barky smile.
Well, I will take, as I always did in the dream, I will take your threat as serious, so I will not eat it, so you do not kill my friends. And
Don't
we'll just
you worry.
smile.
If he tries to eat it, I'll kill him myself.
It's just a jest. Or is it?
Oh no, I'm being serious. If anyone here tries to eat it, I will kill you.
But like, if it's only like it depends on how big it is. Like, if it's small enough, you could eat it without you getting the chance to respond. I bet. Like, it's like the size of like his palm. Like, I think you can down that like one go.
Well, maybe the world needs a demigod Erlem or Bulu or Saipha or Oranki. Who knows?
What do you think about if we figure out this bracket and we know what the favorite animal is, and then we feed the heart to the animal that wins the bracket? What do you think will happen then? I think I figured out our whole campaign.
The frog is obviously the worthy animal to ascend in this bracket. Maybe I'll just, if anyone in your journeys chooses anything except for a frog, just kill them too. Lower their numbers so they can't be included. That way the frog will win.
Do you think like the frog would turn into like a humanoid frog, like Erlem, or do you think it would just like get really big if it ate the heart?
Plus, we can't have two Kavwas. Like, there's only one. He's a pretty cool dude.
Frank always says a demigod Erlem is just a tired dad. Oh, there goes Erlem cutting the grass again.
Taxes.
Lawnmower the size of a cotton.
All he does is just like conjure up pools for himself to swim in.
I feel like he'd make a lot of decks.
Demigod Erlem just makes decks.
He builds one while waiting for the other one to finish up its staining.
Don't you worry about Safe Haven. I will make sure they are all safe and sound from lycanthropy.
Thank you.
Interesting part will be once they're cured, how they will live with themselves after what some of them have done. That is something that you will have to deal with in the future.
Yeah. But that's always what life is about. Making the choices and living with the consequences.
Either way, I say we take things one step at a time.
You are all welcome to sleep here for the night. I will leave this hut for the four of you to rest, discuss, whatever you wish. I can have food brought to you so you can eat and relax. I think I'm going to go out in the jungle and take a stroll. He's gonna give you all a do, and he's gonna walk out As he walks out the front door, the door just kind of opens in front of him. He steps out, the door just closes behind him without him touching it. He slowly walks down. You can hear him walking down the steps.
I don't think we're ever going to see that guy again.
We didn't even ask him if he was going to join us in dealing with the Slatsoul. We were just...
Oh, what?
But he seemed to be like pretty okay with what we decided to do by releasing her.
Especially considering he, like, helped... Like, that was the one that we saw, right? In the mirror? Like, he helped lock him in?
Yes.
Surprising he just didn't do it himself. He thought there would need to be change.
Been surprised by a lot of things today.
Yeah. Well, I know it's starting to, like, get late and all that, but I'm ready to go. Some food would be great, but if you guys need, like, a nap or something, because that, like, last couple hours was tough, like, we could probably do that.
Suppose we rest for the night and convene in the morning.
Yeah. You okay with that, Oranki?
Yep. I'm good to sleep.
All right.
I climb under the table, and Bulu's just gonna, like, slide on the floor and start to rest under the dining table.
Sounds good.
Out of curiosity, would any of you four in character think that you just spoke to Kavwa? Or would you kind of curious of who you might be talking to?
I think Saipha, after like realizing just how powerful he is and then realizing his name, was probably like, hey, wait a minute.
This is basically Kavwa.
Yeah. Bulu definitely knows they ain't just some normal tree dude, but I don't think he's intelligent enough to really put together the vibes he's getting.
I mean, Erlem would definitely know that he's touched or at least imbued with some sort of like a Kavwa champion, or like, he doesn't know, but like he knows that this person is very much related to the dream and has blessings of Kavwa. But he's too dumb to recognize that the name is at least semi-close to Kavwa.
Yep. He doesn't want to control the situation. He just wants to put choices in front of you and see what you do with it. He wants to make you make the choice, kind of thing. As long as it's exciting. All four of you lay down to sleep. As you're laying down to sleep, immediately in the center of the room, this large seed kind of pulls up out of the ground, and then it opens up. As it opens up, there's 4 sections. Each section would have your favorite food in its little section.
Oh, hell yeah. A bunch of bananas.
Anyone order mosquitoes?
Mosquitoes fly out.
That's gross.
Like a plate of mosquitoes, a bunch of bananas, and then Saipha's like a really decadent charcuterie board.
Nanners. So Erlem eats mosquitoes.
Some sort of bug. Doesn't have to be mosquitoes.
Hey, if it was a mosquito, it'd have to be your favorite animal then, right?
They're more annoying than anything. But you know, there's I'm just doing my part for the overpopulation of mosquitoes in this area. Just controlling the population, because my friends, you know, like Saipha over here, you know, they become irritated with these mosquitoes. So, you know, I'm just trying to look out for my friends.
Delicious mosquitoes. After a quick meal and a nice rest, give you guys long rests. Get back your spells and your health and all that good stuff. Get back in charge of the mirror. As you wake up and step into a new day, as you open the door and step outside, the village here is very much alive with Not just tribal warriors, but you see women and children all going about their days, gathering water, fishing in the stream, collecting foods, cleaning. Very small, but looks like a very active village. But now the question is, where would you like to go on the hex?
To hell if we don't change our ways.
Let's go to the child tree. Let's go.
You could. You go right there if you wanted to.
We're going straight to Ganon's castle. We're not even gonna take a single temple.
Look, I'll tell you right now. I know speedrun strats. We'll be fine. I know how to wind bomb.
Wall clipping. Just go right to the boss.
I know where all the good weapons are.
I mean, you're more than welcome to go to the child tree. You just gotta. Because if you guys die, then it's campaign, and that's will continue to go. See, that's just what happens.
Fuck that. Okay. I say we go to the Temple of the Rising Sun.
That's saying you might die. I mean, you might not die.
Yeah. I think we should go to the temple, but we should take the river path that we haven't been to yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Experience something new.
You have to sing just around the riverbend while you go.
Just around the riverbend.
Okay. Whoa!
There's a camp.
Oh, what was it? Is attunement rules still the same from LE, or are we back to official?
Back to official. So you got 3 spots.
Cool. So while we long rest, I'm gonna go and attune to the Ouroboros wand.
Dude, that guy's mustache is baller. Oh my god.
All right. So as you guys are traversing down the riverbed here, the 4 of you are walking along the jungle in the morning, and you hear a scream echo through the jungle canopy. It sounds like multiple voices are shouting and screaming about 200 feet ahead. So you rush up. As you rush up, you see a campsite in chaos. You see its owners are attacked while they're preparing for some sort of meal. There are 4 raggedly dressed young men. They're being dragged toward a pond by a large crab with a very thick exoskeleton. The crab shell has very sharp ridges, which gives like a prehistoric look to it, like an older type of crab look. Definitely not a soft shell. The ones in the pincer, the guy in the pincer, is screaming and he's clutching the ground as the crab looks like it's trying to pull him into the water. And a couple of men are around that guy. They're bashing the crab with pots and sticks, but it's not really doing much to the crab. There's also a tall guy. He's this guy up here. This tall man stands atop wooden crates in the middle of the camp, and he's bellowing out orders as he fins off a crab with a rapier. And as he's finning off the crab, 2 more crabs begin to scuttle up out of the pool. And with that, we're going to roll initiative.
Crap.
These are razorback crab. Now first we got Saipha.
Let's go. Alrighty, let's see how close each of them are. Ballpark. Gonna jump up out of the trees and hit this one with a... Oh, I forgot to actually do a long rest when I meant to. Just to get my spell slots back. Hit it with a magic missile.
Magic missile. Five, 8. Wow.
And that's it.
Well, force damage to the razorback crab. Bulu.
All right. Bulu, as a bonus action, is going to step of the wind. And he's going to run past that fire in a very terrified state for a moment. He's actually going to try and jump around it. He's gonna run over here. He's gonna punch this crab. Oh, that's not good.
9's a miss.
He's gonna punch the crab again as extra attack. Oh no.
Oh, 11 miss.
Okay. Well, that's not good. I was supposed to hit. That's fine. That's me.
So as the magic missiles hit, you rush. You almost run as fast as the magic missiles. They like stay next to you for a second as you come up. 2 swings at the crab. Both of your swings, you almost punch the guy in the leg that's being grabbed by that pincer, so you pull back a bit and miss. And Erlem's up.
It's the fire. I walked too close to the fire. Freaked me out.
Probably have to action, dash, and what are all my abilities? Yeah, I think that's all I can do.
Crab people. Crab is going to claw at Brannigan Stokes. He's gonna
Claw and zap Brannigan.
he's gonna reach back. He's gonna use his shell and he's gonna shell bash. Brannigan takes some hefty damage. The crab here is going to pull back and take the attack from Bulu if he wants to swing.
Sure, why not?
14 misses. He's gonna pull the sexy mustachioed man over the cliff and they both fall into the water here. This crab's going to turn to Oranki and make a claw.
Oranki. Cool.
Oh, sorry, Erlem.
Oh yeah, that'll definitely.
We look so much alike, Gallis.
Practically twins.
And you are grappled when you're hit by the claw.
Man.
And he's going to shell bash you.
Oh, also, well, that will miss, but I will use my reaction from the initial hits.
From your shield, 6 cold damage from the blood.
Yeah,
You got it.
and I think I get 6 temp, right? Yeah.
I love that lol emote. La 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 la. It goes to Oranki.
That won't do what I want.
Do 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 do.
Up there. That's bad positioning all the way around.
We'll be fine.
Yeah. Well,
Dong.
I gotta roll d12s on that though, I think, right?
Yep, he failed. He took damage from the buckler. The 2d12. 10 necrotic damage. Got it.
And that's my turn.
see. Erlem is you're grappled, but
Yeah, and I used my reaction already.
oh, that's right. Yeah, for your shield. So this razorback crab, it scuttles at a speed that you were like, whoa, this crab can move. He's gonna claw at Saipha.
That misses.
Gonna shield bash at Saipha.
That also misses. Thank Christ.
And because he missed both, he doesn't get to use bounce. Dead. Around Saipha.
Bonus action, 5-foot step. I'm gonna fucking click my heels together and go 30 feet in the air. And all while that's happening, I don't think this thing has any, yeah, it just says I have a flying speed equal to my walking speed. I am gonna hit it with Mind Sliver.
Yaw.
Give it visions of a life without their shell.
Hey.
Unfortunately, that seems like that's a pretty alright idea in their head.
Bulu.
All right. Well, after the fire kind of shook Bulu a bit and realizing his fists aren't going to be enough, Bulu's going to like put his two palms on the ground on the rocks next to him, and he's going to lift them up. And as he does, the ground around him kind of crackles and falls apart as his two hands are now encased in rocks as they kind of like float and drift around him. And he has like this like almost like a sling wrapping around him of rocks as he's going to astral self.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he's gonna. Is that crab considered 15 feet away, or is he like under? How deep into the water is he?
The guy that's grappled?
Yeah.
He's 10 feet below, so you can punch him.
Okay, I'm gonna punch him then with my longer range.
Astral arms.
Second punch. Come on. Hey, that's a
Hey,
good
that's
number. All right. So, because that hits, I am gonna use my grappler feet to grapple him, and I'm gonna drag him out of the water.
Nice.
So I'm gonna bring the group. I don't know how that works with multiple grappings, but I'm dragging them this way with me.
Whee! This guy's so ridiculous. The astral arms are strong.
So I can still attack. It's not like a disadvantage or anything, right?
Anything that's not the person you're grappled by is disadvantage. So you're fine if you're hitting him.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and attack.
The hit. And as you hit him, because you're within 5 feet, you take damage from the bladed shell.
Oh. Ooh.
Which Bulu missed because he was so far away.
Hell yeah, let's go.
All right. Okay. And I can do a bonus action to get out of the grapple, right?
Or escape grasp.
Yeah.
Action now. Action.
It's an action?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I was remembering the old house rules. Okay. That'll be my turn.
See the crab up north here is going to make another attack at Brannigan. Ooh, Brannigan's looking rough.
I gotta save him too. God damn it.
That'll make Brannigan grappled. And then as Brannigan's grappled, his demeanor changes quite a bit, and he says, "If this expedition is lost, we will all suffer for it. Save me, fools!" The razorback crab is going to drop its grapple. And that's going to turn to Bulu. And claw. And bash.
That does not hit. 8. So we're doing. I'm gonna use 3 key points to reaction deflect strike,
Nice.
giving myself 6 extra AC so it misses.
Hell yeah. Alright, so the crab here. Going to pull Erlem into the water.
Oh no,
You
Erlem's
fool.
only weakness.
You fool. I was born into the water.
Then he's going to shell bash you.
I'll miss.
Rocky. He doesn't know you have amphibious and you can breathe water.
Yeah.
Oh, what do I want to do? Well, do that.
I put next to you, I didn't know where you wanted to place it, but
Um, right there. So the crab there takes 5 fire damage. Then.
fire.
Yep.
As the crab takes some fire damage, each of you get a nice whiff of cooking crab.
Crab.
Seeing he looks not the greatest.
Oh, nice. Healing word on. Oh, what did it put? Hunter's mark. Right. Brannigan Stokes with the heal.
That's the turn.
So this crab now looks up at Saipha, realizes it can't reach her, so he's gonna turn into Oranki. Boop. Claw. Shell bash. Ooh.
Yeah, those both will hit.
So Oranki is grappled. The 17 is a glance, I think, for 10 to 5. And then
Yep.
10 slash.
Oops.
Then you are grappled by the crab. Saipha.
Magic missile. At 2nd level. Ooh, that was some rough damage.
10 damage total. 2, 4, 6. Yep. So there's a pincer wrapped around your right arm, Oranki, and then you see 4 magic missile beams. These darts to slam into the crab. The crab takes some damage. You see its shell crack a bit, but it's scuttering at you, and it looks like it's going to want to try to pull you into the water. You want to move, or you want to do anything else?
No, I think that's it.
Blue.
Yeah, Bulu's gonna move just a little bit over to the side, and he's gonna punch the crab that's grappling the dude we don't know. Can I just hit normally?
Damn.
Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna try it again as my extra attack.
Hey.
I'll take it. And I'm gonna grapple it. I don't know how that works with, again, dude grappled, but I'm gonna extra grapple.
You got it.
Awesome. And then I'm gonna move everybody with me that's grappled, and I'm gonna move towards the fire, and I'm gonna try and move both of the crabs into the fire.
Because you have 2 arms, right? You summon 2 arms?
Yes. I have 2 arms, and then I have 2 summoned arms. So technically 4, but I don't think I can grapple with the astral, like, rock arms.
Gotcha.
This is a defining character moment. Facing the character's fears.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, you go into the fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and toss the 2 crabs, like, moving away so that I can put them in the fire. I don't know if that means I gotta move to the other side or not, but... and then he's gonna immediately wuss out on dealing with his fears, and he's going to disengage those 2 grapples, and I'm gonna step with the wind with a key point to disengage, and I'm gonna back the fuck up. And that'll be me.
Erlem.
Yeah, we'll take some more damage by attacking. If we hit.
Rolls a miss.
Alright. I think I'm just gonna vibe with this
Go with the crab in the water.
yeah.
Alright, this
We're
crab's
just
gonna
vibing.
take some fire damage. Gonna jump out here. Claw. Shell bash. That.
Some low numbers. That's unlucky for you, man. Oof.
Take some fire damage. Ah! Oh! He is barely alive. He has 2 HP. So this handsome bearded man here with a nice ponytail bun is grappled now by the crab and looks pretty bad. This crab is going to pull you underwater, Erlem. He pulls you 10 feet underwater. He's going to shell bash you.
That will hit, and I'll use my reaction to get some cold damage.
You got it?
Oh.
And he takes some bleed. The crab pulls you underwater, hits you with a shell. He's trying to drown you, and he's getting frustrated that you're not looking like you're suffocating. Oranki, you are grappled.
Yeah, he's kind of not happy he's grappled.
What do you want to summon?
It was.
Give that to...
How does something so low to the ground become prone? Because it's on their back. Can't roll over. You're gonna have to take their whole movement to get up.
Okay.
Sometimes it's better not to think about the logistics of D&D rules.
Yeah, sometimes just goes fun.
So we will start at that one and then make our way down and up. Attacking the crab in front of me here.
You got it. Alright, that's a hit. Get me knocked prone, and then the wolf takes 1.
Alright, next wolf.
19. Deuce. And 10.
Next wolf.
15 misses. Wait, 17 flanks as
17.
a half damage. 5. Then wolf takes 6. I like that they're like biting the crab and they're like cutting their mouths, but they're trying to save you.
Alright, next one. Probably a miss.
15 miss.
Number 5.
Uno.
Number 6.
12 is a miss.
Number 7.
15 miss.
The last wolf is going to attack the one above the.
This guy right here.
Yeah.
9. Go. Alright.
Alright. And my bonus action, I'll tell my wildfire spirit to attack the one in front of me.
This one right here? Oh, sorry.
No, the wildfire spirit will attack the crowd.
one?
There you go.
Yeah. 16 misses.
I think that's all I got then.
Alright. The crab grabbing a rock. He's going to shell bash you.
No, go ahead.
And then he can't move anywhere, so he's already got you clawed.
I suppose I gotta roll.
Alright, con save got to beat a 10. Alright.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Saipha.
I'm gonna get this crab and give it visions of twice as many wolves as it sees right now.
The crab is
Smartest crab
smart.
in the world.
Does not care about wolves. Oh my lord.
That's a smart crab.
That is the smartest crab we've ever seen right there.
I think it reads books.
You know that fucking Skyrim mod where it gives mud crabs like a top hat and a monocle?
The best
That's the
mod,
one.
yeah. Alright, Bulu's gonna move to the side and I'm gonna attack the crab fighting the man bun man.
Is it?
And I'm gonna grapple it. That's all I do.
I'm just happy to see a grapple build finally.
Yeah, man, it's great. And then I'm gonna attack it, the same one again. And because of my feet, I attack with advantage to anything I'm grappled. Not that it matters, because that was 2 4s. All right.
Oh, damn.
And then bonus action, I'm gonna punch it again.
Missed.
Bonus
What?
action.
No, it's a 16.
16
16 hits, right?
misses. Just misses.
Oh, it just misses. Oh.
17.
Does it theoretically
Oh,
get?
I thought it was 15.
No, he's not flanking. This guy doesn't.
Oh,
combat.
that's what that's from. I see. Okay. No, I'm not next to it. I wouldn't get the flank anyway.
Well, you're still within range, so that doesn't matter.
Yeah, you still
I
get
guess
the,
that's fair.
if this guy was like a actual fighter, you would get it.
That is fair. Okay. That's all good. I hit him once. I'm pretty happy with that. Do I want to move so the human's safe? I haven't been hit yet. I'll move. I'll bring that crab with me. I don't know if the man follows, to be fair, but
Yeah, he does. Because I think
cool.
it's hilarious.
We're gonna have some fun.
I just think it's funny that you're pulling people with your spectral arm and they're just like a train of bodies. I just think it's hilarious.
We're gonna go over here.
Ah! The guy at the butt is just being pulled as his legs grapple and he's just screaming, "Ah, save me!" Erlem,
It's
you're underwater.
Literally the premise of no time to explain.
That's a miss.
All right.
Yeah, that's a good damage too, though.
Yeah.
Well, this wolf's right here. This is a claw at the wolf.
That's a miss.
Shell bash at the wolf.
That's also a miss.
I think you would move here, maybe.
Oh, that crab was able to opportunity attack me if he wanted to, by the way.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah, I moved out of its attack range.
That's okay.
Okay.
See, the crab would drop grapple on the commoner. They would turn to Bulu. Claw. Ash. Misses.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Alright, so
Bleed is definitely gonna kill this crab for sure.
Very, very slowly.
I'm gonna make a check here to see if this crab realizes that it's not working. Nah, he doesn't. Because he still thinks he's trying to drown you. He's gonna shell bash you.
That'll miss.
Rocky.
Alright, I'll do the same thing starting again with the wolves.
That's a hit. Kitty. That's it. The wolves are just slowly killing the crab, and the crab's slowly killing the wolves. That is enough to kill him. With his final crabby bite.
Alright. And seeing that one's dead, the rest of them are gonna go like that. And we'll start at the top and go down around.
15 miss. That's it. Ooh. Miss. Miss. Blade.
Alright. That's done. I think he will touch himself. Then Wildfire Spirit will range attack the one that the wolves were attacking.
Hit with a seed for 4 fire damage.
And then I'll have all these wolves just kind of do that.
We get this crab a dagger. Saipha.
Oh boy. Alrighty, I'm gonna still up in the air, but getting closer to the razorback crab. All right, hopefully this one's afraid of losing its shell.
Ooh. Not
Go.
my shell.
Well, Bulu has no idea that Erlem can breathe water, so he's gonna try and save Erlem. He's gonna bring the crab with him, and this technically counts as flanking. I've learned, so I'm gonna attack the crab that Erlem is with.
That's it.
And I'm gonna grapple it, and I'm gonna take the two of them out of the water and save my friend.
Come full circle, like a circle story. Blue saving Erlem each episode in combat.
Yeah.
You know you move half speed when you're grappled, when you're dragging people.
No, I have the grappling thing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. You got the.
Yeah,
the feet.
I can move 50 feet grapples because I'm a monster.
Because I'm a big kid.
Yeah, and then I'm going to the one that's attached to Erlem, the one that's bleeding. I'm going to use my extra attack and my bonus action to do 2 elemental attacks on it. And they are at an advantage because he's grappled.
The one that's grappled early.
Yeah.
All right. The 10 will kill.
Oh, hell yeah.
Whoa.
Cool. I guess the second attack will go on the other crab then, if that's cool.
And then 9. Oh, got it. Oh, what a good bug. Restrained 9 times.
It feels like it. I'm within 5 feet, so do I get hit by the shell thing twice?
Yep.
Oh, 9 times sighted. That's crazy.
This fucking thing. Get out of here. Ah! Alright. Bladed shells.
And that's me.
Erlem, you're free.
Erlem excitedly gets on the other side and prepares an attack. Bummer. But he will action surge.
Oh, no.
That is also a bummer.
Don't you have extra attack?
So you should have
Level
extra
5.
attack, aren't you?
You're level 5, right?
you-
Level 5 fighter?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
you get 2 attacks.
oh.
Hey, let's
Hey!
And you get another attack.
And you
with
get
his
another-
action surge.
I was thinking I was 4 this whole time. I was like, yeah, we're level 4.
And you get another attack too.
You one more swing.
What?
Your
Yes.
action
Action
surge.
surge.
You get double the attacks in action surge?
Yeah,
Well, action surge, you
gives
just get another action.
Yeah, so then your extra attack procs. For a moment, I felt you must have felt like, man, these guys are doing all this crazy shit, and I'm attacking once per turn.
Oh, no.
So bad.
I just knew that, like, I didn't want to attack more than 1 per turn because I'm just gonna damage myself. I just
That's
wanted
fair.
to take the crab out of the fight, which is ultimately what I was planning. But hit once,
At least you hit once on the crit.
made it count.
Alright, it's pretty good damage.
All right. Does it roll damage? Did I miss that?
Oh, for the attack, you're right. Bladed
Yeah.
shell.
All right. And then a bleed, and then that will be my turn. All right. Well,
Check a bleed.
I'm sure I'll forget next week that I have 2 attacks.
Don't worry, we'll remind you.
Yeah, right. We know this is an issue, Ghost. Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm mad. This crab here. Alright. Shit. Ooh. I'm going to use Into the Earth, and I'm going to burrow.
That's pretty cool.
He just like slowly scuttles into the ground out of sight. This crab is grappled. He's gonna attack Bulu. Shield bash. And he's gonna try to grapple you back too.
Okay. Well, the grapple does not hit, unfortunately. But I do take this shell bash.
Oranki.
Oh, seeing it all of a sudden disappear, Oranki's gonna kind of run away, not knowing where it is. And oh, funny.
Dong. That's a fail. 7 necrotic. Got it.
Those is gonna kind of spread out, wondering where it went, and then
Would wolves have any sort of like keen sense?
they have advantage on wisdom checks with hearing and smell. The wildfire spirit will attack the one crab then that can be seen.
Whoa, that's a hit. 9 fire damage.
And then we'll move up here. On my turn.
Saipha.
See, I'll go and fly this away and have this one be afraid of losing its shell.
And that's enough to kill the crab. It dies in Bulu's arms. The last crab is a wild creature, and it was dying, so it just fled. It just went underground and has ran away from the area. So you feel like the crab is left, and that would be combat.
Nice. Good job, everyone.
Yay!
You doing all right, Erlem? You got a couple nips and bites there.
Yeah, that crab was let's just say it's not going to make the bracket, okay? It did take me for a swim, and that was pretty cool, but pretty ferocious little beasts.
That freak you out at all? I'm sorry I didn't get there sooner.
Oh, no. I'm perfectly happy in the water.
Good to know.
Brannigan jumps down from his rock, wipes some of the blood from his clothes. He looks a little malnourished. It looks like he's been through hell in the jungle. Oh, thank you. Came just at the right time. Thank you so much. You saved us. My men couldn't fight off a couple of measly crabs. You're welcome to come by the fire. Please come sit. We have food. I know you must be famished.
What do you guys think?
I'll like slowly start making my way down to the ground.
Quick rest wouldn't hurt us, but I'll stay back here.
Erlem will join the fire. Kind of holding his limbs out just to dry him off a little bit from the quick splash.
I've no issues resting myself a bit.
All right. So, Brannigan Stokes has his own little stuff that you guys can chat with. But it might be good to save it till next week. Might be a good time to stop here since it's getting a little late.
Yeah.
So we come back next week. You guys will talk to Brandon again, and then you heading for the heart of Oyudani. If you want to give yourself depending on how long you want to rest, I don't know if you want to do a short rest now and then keep going throughout the day.
Yeah, might as well do it, shorty.
It's short.
Wah. Not terrible hit dice rolls. There's a couple big ones. All right.
Man, that's crazy. I got 9 key points again. Wow.
Marshals need that love. Nice. That was a pretty good session. That was a lot of some good RP, some good character moments.
Yeah.
Kind of a direction of this campaign, how it's going to go. What you guys do when you get to the heart, and
Yeah, we'll probably wrap up this campaign next session. Let's go. Speed running it.
Yeah, we'll just take the heart, one of us will eat it, and then we'll just fucking dominate the entire jungle.
and if you get there and you find it, and your grass will be one of the most strongest artifacts in Erenel. Do with as you could shape the world. Something to think about. This next game, you'll probably be at the temple.
We're gonna chop it up, turn it into a fine powder, and sniff it.
Snort the heart.
Yeah.
Get them arteries up there.
Mhm.
That's a great t-shirt. Just sniff the heart.
Everyone's good for the 25th?
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
Right. It's a fun game. Hope everyone enjoyed it. Hope you guys watched and enjoyed it too. My next stream is tomorrow night with campaign episode 1 for Dragon Incarnate, Madangu, Revert, Balvin, and Ninja God. They're in the desert.
Let's go.
Oh boy.
Jungles to the desert.
And then the plague.
And then
All great environments.
Back to the plague. Back to the players murdering townsfolk.
Let's go.
So you guys had a good time, enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good night, everybody.
Yeah.
See you.
Later.
Have a good one.